Hello, influencers. How are we doing? I hope we can see ourselves. Okay. How are you doing, people? Thank you so much. Happy Independence, Nigeria. We were just leaving church. We're just leaving this church. Thank you so much, whoever is there. I can see someone online. Happy Independence, Nigeria. We are just leaving church. So I said, let me quickly talk to you before I get home because I actually have a lot going on. So honestly, I might not be able to do this when I get home. I'm expecting some guests and So, happy Independence, Nigeria. It's interesting what is going on in Nigeria concerning the what I call the dollarization of the economy. It's not the fault of the person that is in government. You know my stand concerning Tinubu before the election. So it's not about him. What is going on in Nigeria concerning how dollar is. Thank you so much, people that are online. Can you send me greetings? Can you just say hi? Let me know who is there. Like I said, we just finished service. It's 1:52 p.m. local time in my zone, and today is our Thanksgiving Sunday, so it took a while. We were in church for a while. That's why we closed this late. Yesterday I changed Naira, with some of this app that we use to change money in order to send money home. And I changed a Naira for $100 for 100 Naira. I changed $100 and I got 100,000 Naira. That means a dollar with that app I use was 100 Naira to a dollar. Some of you are aware of that. That means in the black market, that means in the parallel market, which we call locally black market, it will be more than that right now in Nigeria. This thing didn't start today. This dollarization of Nigeria economy didn't start today. It has been. Back in those days, in my days with the Guardian, I did a lot of stories concerning. Hello, people. Thank you for joining me. Coming back from church. There are schools in Nigeria that they charge dollars as their school fees. There was this time I did a story on that. The solution when Tinubu came into government, like I said, this video is not about him. It's not. This thing has been on ground, so it's not about Tinubu. It's not what he did some few weeks ago when they say, okay, they did something, that the CBN did something, and then the dollar crash. I just laughed because I knew that it was just a way of window dressing issues. A lot has been going on in my life personally. There are a lot of things that has been going on, so I've not even had time to do videos. You will notice that a lot of things that are going on out there that are trending, I didn't even have time to do them, because you know why? I myself am doing things that will make me trend. so I'm putting, the Lord is helping me to do, to put a lot of things in place, because I too want to trend. So that's why I've not been doing videos. I've not had time. I've been busy, honestly. Apart from my job, I'm setting up some business here. Yeah, because when I came to this country, what I saw was it's very scary. People will be here for like 20, 30 years. They're still running around. I don't want to do that. So, okay. So when I saw the window dressing Tinubu government did some weeks back about Naira, and they say, oh, the dollar has now crashed, I laughed because I knew it cannot be sustained. I knew it cannot, it's not the solution. If Nigeria is not industrialized, yes, if Nigeria is not industrialized, if we are importing everything, including toothpick, if all the things that is in Nigerian markets are imported, then the dollar will continue to be under pressure. Somebody predicted that by December this year, dollar will be 1,000. This is October. It was yesterday I said I changed money through one of the apps, and I market in Nigeria, like I said, it will be more than it's going for to look for foreign investors. These are old stories. These are old tips that past Nigerian presidents had used, and they just go abroad and sit down and rest and go to for their medical checkups and all that. Nigeria has enough that we don't need to go out to go and beg some people to come and invest in Nigeria. Let me tell you one. Bitumen. I wrote stories about it. Coal tar. This one that they're using to do roads. The black stuff that is used to do roads. That's what I'm talking about. Nigeria has the quality of that thing Nigeria has is the second best in the world. That thing is in Agbabu, in Ondo State. Nobody is tapping it. Nigeria has no business having bad roads, but it is there. I've said it a lot of time on my channel that the lacuna in the Nigeria constitution will not make that country work, and those who are ruling us, who are ruling Nigeria, they know. I've said it before, I will say it again. One of my grounds, thank you everyone that is online, my major grounds with Obasanjo when he was president was that this man knew how to lobby the National Assembly to do his biddings when he was Nigerian president for 8 years. But he couldn't lobby them to amend the constitution that has tied the hands of president to everybody. If we keep on having some things are in the exclusive list, some things are in concurrent list, Nigeria cannot move forward. It's not a cause. Look at what is happening. Today is Nigerian independence. Can we really celebrate? What is there? If as a human being you are 63 and you are still crawling, or how old is Nigeria? Is 63 or 64? You are still crawling. Then something is wrong. Until Nigeria is industrialized. Kogi State. In my days as journalist with the Guardian newspaper, I did a piece on Kogi State. Kogi State has 43 mineral deposits. 43. Look at how Kogi State is. Kogi State is a mess. Dirty, rough, nothing is going on. So until and then they will say people are mining, illegal miners. When I hear that, I'm like, are you people okay? Illegal miners, really? Can somebody come to your house? We are not talking of countries now. Can somebody come to your house without you opening the door for that person, and then the person just sit down in your sitting room and the person is ordering your children around. Go and get me this in your fridge. Go and want to say, hey, come, what's going on? How can there be illegal miners in Nigeria without people aiding them? Yes. If you see some places where these people are, it's not as if they are mining in secret. Chinese people, they are well established in those places where they mine Nigerian resources, gold, all sorts of mineral resources that they are mining there. They set up themselves. They have poultry, they are rearing chicken there. So it's not as if they will come in the night and mine the gold and run away. No, they are established there. They established. So I'm driving, so I will not even see. Thank you so much. Ah, pal, see your face. my people, original. Oh yes, all right. Oh my God, I know you always say constant K. Thank you so much. I can't read what you wrote. I'm driving. I will read when I go. So what are we saying? Nigeria will say illegal miners. Who are they? These people, Chinese people that are well established. They set up their stuff and they are mining there. They have poultry. They have everything. How illegal are they? So Nigeria, if Nigeria continues to deceive itself, it will. The unfortunate thing is that these politicians, these people ruling, they come to the West. They see how things are, but they cannot replicate it in Nigeria. Like I was saying about Obasanjo, the only thing Obasanjo was interested in back then was for him to have third term bid. That was what he was desperate to lobby the National Assembly to do. He couldn't lobby them to change that constitution so that things can work. Bitumen is in Agbabu in Ondo State. It's there. Nobody is tapping it. Nobody is touching it. Second best in the world. And so there are mineral resources everywhere. I did a story sometimes back when I was in Nigeria. I said, Nigeria will drink its petrol. A time is coming. It has begun. Nigeria will drink. We drink your petrol because they concentrated only on petrol. Nobody is talking about agriculture. Nobody is talking about industrialization. In the US where I live, there's no car. I was telling a friend on the phone yesterday, there's no car that you drive that anybody will look at you twice. Nobody will look at you because we know how we roll the parole. But in Nigeria, they will not allow that kind of a thing to work because there's this spirit of oppression. They want to oppress people. They want the social strata to be wide. I'm in the upper class. It's either I'm rich or I'm poor. No middle class. So in the days to come, the money they spend in Benin Republic, franc said, what do they call it? It's stronger than Naira now. You will need, I had 05 on Arise News was saying some days ago. Maybe you will need, was it 05 or what? Yeah, was it 05 that was saying it? Like maybe you need about 1,500 to buy 1 franc. So until Nigeria is industrialized, I did a study there. There are schools in Nigeria. They are using dollar to pay school fees. So are you telling me that those people, parents in those schools, they will source for dollar? So dollar is under pressure. You know, you don't produce dollar. You don't print dollar. Yet it is the currency that determines everything. You do your budget is on dollar. You do everything is on dollar. no industry, nothing. In a country where when we were growing up, we have companies, all these foreign companies in Nigeria. Little by little, they left. There was a time in Nigeria, the problem was, how do we spend this money? It was too much. No foresight. Let me tell us this. Human beings are the same all over the world. It's not as if people, Americans, that they obey. No, they don't. They are forced to obey. They are forced. I'm still going to do a video on that concerning the real how people do sell things on rail tracks in Lagos, especially. And Sanwo-Olu was there recently saying this is not market and all that. Nobody wants to obey anywhere in the world. Black, white, yellow, brown. Human beings are the same. Everywhere it is enforcement that makes all these countries that you are looking at, that makes them work. If I overspeed where I'm not supposed to, and I got caught on camera, they will send my fine to me in the house, because there is data. They have data. They have records. I was telling a friend yesterday, if I fail to pay my car auto loan, my car loan in 2 months, you will just wake up. First month, second month, you just wake up in the morning. You'll be like, now here I pack them, now there I pack them. They've come to carry the car. It's as simple as that, because they know where you live. They have data. So it is enforcement. So will I now allow Toyota to come and carry the car? So I have to pay every month. So those are the things. It's not about people that are, it's not about followership. I kept saying it. It's about leadership. When the head is bad, the whole body is bad. So now we celebrate independence in Nigeria. Dollar is 100 naira to a dollar. I mean, yeah, 100 naira to a dollar. It's affecting us here. It's affecting those in the diaspora, because there's nothing. Somebody you are sending 20,000 naira to before for upkeep. Your family member, you send it like 20,000, even 10,000 naira to before. Now you have to make it 50. If you love the person, because the 20,000 will be like, the person will not even be able to buy anything. Okay, I have my girl in Lagos that buys things to send to me. She sent me. I said she should buy me cola, bitter cola. It's part of the things I said. She took picture of bitter cola she bought for 6,000 naira yesterday. She said, "Auntie, this bitter cola orogbo, 6,000 naira." I said, "Come. Are you say 600 or 6,000? 6,000. They tie it like this size, like fist size, size in 2 separate nylon. Now you might want to say, is bitter cola imported? No, it's not. But the thing is, it's a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect. The seller of bitter cola, he or she will use that money to buy foreign rice. He or she will use that money to buy fuel that is being refined outside Nigeria. It's not no. Was it imported? No. But the seller of bitter cola will use the proceed to pay rent that has increased, to buy foodstuffs that the price has increased, to buy petrol that you send crude outside and go and refine outside Nigeria. So it's a ripple effect. Who bear the brunt? Customers. That's how it works. That is it. It's as simple as that. So until the government of Nigeria, until they are serious about industrializing that country, God will help now. That dollar will not be 2,000. The dollar will not turn to 2,000 naira. I mean 200 naira. back in Nigeria, when I with my days with the Guardian, when I travel on assignment, I like to wear, you know, even here I like to wear Ankara, batik. You know, I'm a lover of our dress, of our material. I'm a lover of culture. Wherever I go, I used to wear Ankara. You need to see how, even in African countries, I was in Kenya, I was in South Africa, they call us big brother, big sister. The guy in Kenya said big sister. It's not about age. They respect Nigerians outside because they know what we have. But our leaders, the problem of Nigeria and other African countries has always been leadership. Leadership. For how long are we going to remain like that? How long? So until and they know it, but they will not do it. People are all over the place, no job. A friend's daughter got in touch with me. Please, people you know in Nigeria for a job. I said, even people that are working, they are owing them. I told her, state has been are owing their staff salary. I said, my dear, think of what you can do to solve problem. Think of what you can maybe go and if she graduated. Think of what you can do. Be a problem solver. That's the only way out, as it were. So going outside, Tinubu says she is looking for foreign investors. That doesn't hold water. That can't work. And you want people to come when there is no security. How will that work? Back then, when I covered Ministry of Trade and Investment, Sheikh Maganga was the minister then. I'm saying this in the public space, calling names. We had one of the media events that we had was talking of foreign direct investment. Foreign direct is going to be a game changer. Those are his languages then, Sheikh Maganga. And I asked him, I said, insecurity issue wasn't even as bad as this then. I left Nigeria to 2017. I said, Honorable Minister, you are talking of foreign direct investment. How about insecurity? Won't they be concerned? It wasn't as bad as this then. He said, no, they are not bothered about that. I said, really? Even somebody with, even a dollar, we know that somebody cannot go and put his money somewhere where there is no security, where he or she can be kidnapped. Even those of us here or in that diaspora anywhere, when we go to, people go to Nigeria, people don't want to go to Nigeria. When it is compulsory for them to go and they do hush. Nigeria before that, you will go, people will travel and they will flaunt, they will be all over the place. Everybody will just, where you just enter your house, where you go, you enter your house. What is afraid? A friend of mine in London, we've been friends since we were in secondary school. Bimbo. She and her husband, they traveled some years, about 2 years back, in their own house in Lagos. She said they slept 2 nights there. The third night, she said, oh yeah. The third day, she said, oh yeah, let's go to hotel. She can't come and die of hypertension, because if she hear me, if breeze carry cotton, she will jump up. Everybody is on edge. He will jump up. They have to go to, and they built mansion there in Ibadan. They have to go and stay in hotel. Even the hotel now is not safe. Is it no hotel they killed Timothy that we all talked about on the social media? We talked about him. Timothy Adegoke. That what's his name? His hotel in Ife. So what's going on? What's going on? We used to be our brother's keeper. People now kill people anyhow, like chicken. Even chicken. If you rear chicken, There was a time my mother reared my mother reared chicken, goat, and everything. It will get to a point, if you want to kill any of them for maybe Christmas or whatever weekend, we'll be like, we'll be cringing. But now we just look at human being like, we cannot even say like goat again, because animals are not even killed the way human beings are being killed. So until Nigeria is industrialized, this dollarization of a thing, until we begin to look at agric, to engage people so that there will be jobs. When we go out, we are anywhere we are. Nigerians are brilliant. Nigerians are resilient. Nigerians, oh my God, when I look at some skits on Instagram, be like, oh my, these are talents. Nigerians are talented. A doctor, a Nigerian doctor, a Yoruba doctor, what's his name now? Here in the US, maybe you heard the story, he bought out a fetus, pregnancy, baby inside womb, performed, because they said the baby was developing a tumor. Young doctor, Nigerian, a Yoruba guy, he removed the baby from the womb, performed operation, surgery on her, returned her back to the womb. The mother gave birth to her when it was 9 months. Nigerians are brilliant. But people are wasting away. If security is top notch, you don't need to go anywhere to go and beg person. They are the one that will come. Okay, can China be going around begging people to come and invest? I lived in China for 2 years as English teacher between 2006 and 2009. Because China, they are looking out for because of their business, they are opening to the rest of the world, so they are learning English. So I was in China for 2 years as English teacher. Can China be going out to go and beg for investors? No, you will look for them. When the environment is good, they will look for us. They will come. They will come if the environment is good. So work on the environment. That's all. Work on security. That's all we need. Work on power, light, so that if I learn hairdressing, if I'm a barber, I'll be able to see light to work. If I buy petrol for 800 naira a liter, then I will charge customer 5,000 to do their hair now. Yeah. That's the truth. So let's Tinubu here going abroad to look for investors is not the solution. Sit down. You are an elderly person. Sit down and think. Don't be like Obasanjo that appointed special advisors, and they are swearing in. He said, it's not compulsory. I listen to your advice. So don't be like him. The people you have gathered together to help you in this government. I'm talking to Tinubu now. Listen to them. It's not about going out to look for investors. It's about working on security. Industrialize Nigeria. Let power be. Let power be available. Atiku, who sold half of Nigeria when he was vice president, because he was supervising the what English were they using that time? They were selling, I'm looking for that English now. They were selling on Nigerian property there. They said they privatization. They said they privatized the power sector. Did you see anything there now? That was when they laid people off in NEPA and all that. Government is still sitting on NEPA. So until those major 2 things are done, take care of security, industrialize, let there be out. You don't need to. They were the one that will come. We in Nigeria back then, growing up, I knew when Nigeria, all this motor vehicle dealership, Toyota, Mercedes, Volkswagen. They were in Nigeria. Pan. They had assembly plants in Nigeria. Back then, Nigeria were using new cars. As graduate, you have a new car. What pursued them? Why don't we go back? When Awolowo was premier of the south region, right? Look at what he did with cocoa. Agric. Grandma pyramid in the north. What happened to them? Go back to the basis. That's what we are saying. He's not looking for foreign investors. Nobody will come if there is no security in Nigeria. Nobody, because they be afraid. Nobody wants to die. There are a lot of countries that they can invest in. But if everything is okay security-wise and there is power, everybody has become local government to itself, to him or herself. We are all local government to ourselves. You provide your light, generator, or solar. You provide your water, borehole, or well. Those are the jobs of local government. And when we people living here say God bless America, some people will be angry. I know what America is doing for me, even with the fact that I'm not even an American citizen yet. I know what they're doing for me. So people, I'm going to say soon, thank you so much. People will say pray for Nigeria. Now, God has given us everything we need. It irritates me. Pray for Nigeria. He said, the Bible says he has given us everything we need according to life and godliness. He has given us everything. God gave us wood, tree. He will not make chair out of it for us. We will have to cut the tree down and make chair out of it. He will not make bed out of it for us. He has given us the raw material. He will not make any product from them for us. So all this pray for Nigeria is not it. We prayed enough. Let government do the right thing. Until then, Oyo is their case, so they're on their own. I'll see you again very soon. I'm so happy to talk to you today. I'll be gisting you. Thank you so much. I love you. Take care of yourself and reach out to me, okay? Just talk to me. Bye-bye. Take care. Yes.